Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kelly. Can you hear me okay? Thanks, honey. Hello. Good morning, Xander Davis. It's 6 a.m. here on a Monday morning. Good morning, Big 233. Good morning, Sean. United States of America. I get up every morning at 3 a.m. So I hear you there, Xander. Hello, King Jaden. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate that as well. Thank you. Well, you know what they say about rainy days and Mondays. That's what we have here, both of them. Rainy day and a Monday. How's my day? Well, it's just starting out and it's a brand new day. God gave it to me and I'm going to see what I can do to fulfill what He wants me to do today. I'm in America, Pennsylvania. I hope that everyone is going to mind their manners here on this station. We're going to be doing some readings from the Bible, and I would only like respect for that because I would respect your religion if I was on your channel. Sean says, hello, my country is still in the afternoon. Oh, in China. How wonderful. Okay, Martin. We do lots of things here, but if then you live where you live. Yeah, it's just coming up now in the morning. Well, what there is of the sun here, huh? No, I don't like storms either. 6 p.m. in China. Kelly's a teacher. She knows these things. I'm a teacher, but I don't. Kelly's very smart. We are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's the suburbs. not the countryside. Thank you, Sean. Oh, Xander, you're in Colorado. That's a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Okay, Jaden, you go to sleep, honey. Good night. Oh, you teach in China, Kelly. How long were you there? Wow, you're a worldly lady there, huh? Did you teach English? Is that before you had kiddos? Thank you, Martin. Thank you for hitting the like. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to get the books up. And the sun yesterday it was like this and the sun peeked out. It was so beautiful. It was. I usually start at 6 o'clock. I got a little bit of an early start. No, it was online, but I know they're exactly 12 hours ahead. Oh. Did you teach English, Kelly? Oh. Kyla, you're going to sixth grade. I taught sixth grade for 1 year. It was awesome. And then I taught them again, the same children in seventh grade. They were very nice children. Um, but I taught eighth grade too, but that was a nightmare. And then I went to kindergarten. Good morning, Daryl. Thank you, Xander, for subbing. I really appreciate that. Okay, Kelly, half year. Thank you, Kyla. I really enjoyed being a teacher. Right now, I'm not working because I had an injury, but I'll be okay. I miss the kiddos, though. Kelly says, I subbed too before becoming a teacher. Yes, I did a lot of long term subs, Kelly. I did a lot of maternity leaves for people. And then sometimes, most times, the people, when they were on maternity leave, they didn't want to come back because, they fell in love with their babies and wanted to stay home. So if you're lucky enough to do that, you should. If you can't, then that's. Thank you, Xander. I appreciate you. This is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it is 6:05 in the morning. Sean says, come on, teacher. I'm sorry I have to go to bed. Okay, bye, Kyla. Thank you for stopping by. Yep, I did too with my first one. I went back, Kelly, when they were 3 years old and six, when Daryl was starting first grade, and he wasn't happy. So, yeah, Kelly, I also sub for Dance Moms. I traveled with them a little bit. It's about to rain. Yeah, it looks like the sky is pretty menacing. Yes, it is. Pretty menacing. Yeah, Dance Moms, the TV show on Lifetime, with, yep, the one on TV. I used to travel with them. Hello, Otto. How are you? Thanks for coming back, honey. Sean says, I don't know how to describe it in English. Come on. Anchor, your city is very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sean. Daryl says there's no rain for today. Sean, where are you from, honey? Kelly asked what Abby's like. Not very nice. She had her assistant with her, and I was subbing, and she wanted to know why I was there. And then she wanted to know if I knew how to speak Mandarin. And I said no. And then she was just flung her hair. And, well, you know. Yeah, it's going to be super hot. There's a lot of heat advisories, like down in Florida and things like that, extreme heat advisories. So I'm glad I'm not there. Kelly, you're in Virginia, correct? I bet you it's going to be really hot there because you're more south than me. Sean, where are you from? How you doing, Otto? You doing okay today? Thanks for coming back, Otto. Yes, Sean. Where are you from? Where do you live? Are you in the United States or are you in another country? Can you hear me okay, Daryl? Just making sure. You turned the modem off today and turned it back on. That's what Verizon's fix for the internet is. So let's see if it works. Okay, it's about 6:09. We'll give it one more minute and then we'll get started today. I know that's okay, Sean. That's okay. I was just wondering where you live, where your home is. Loud and clear. Okay. Start at 6:10 here. Let's see. All right. I'm not going to be able to see what you're writing while I'm reading, so my monitors will be keeping track of what you guys are saying. The real Dean, hi. Hey there. Not much of a sunrise here, Dean. I was trying to hook you up yesterday. My friend Edna's, she's a good person, a hard worker. She works 2 jobs. You're all over the place, aren't you? You make your rounds and then you're on working all day, Dean. Yeah. We'll see if the sun peeks through these clouds here. They look like they're moving if you look closely, but we'll see. It's humid, not too humid. It's not hot though. It's really weird. Yeah. I haven't been looking at analytics. I know I hit 300 and then I was like 316 subs and then, some of the little trolls go away and, hello Budget Bliss Journey. Hello, good morning. How are you? Thank you for hitting the like button, guys. Yeah. So I don't look at the analytics because you know what? They hurt my feelings. They always say that my report or whatever, the thing they do every 28 days is ready and I don't want to look at it. The storms took me out yesterday and last night. Wow. I'm doing good. Budget Bliss Journey. It's a brand new day. God gave it to me today, and I'm going to try to do what He wants me to do. So after this, I'll just meditate because, prayer is talking to and listening to God, and I do a lot of talking and, asking God for blessings. But um, once in a while, I do close my trap and listen to see what God wants me to do. Sometimes I don't hear Him because sometimes a lot of times, my mind is too busy. It just won't be quiet, and that's why I have problems sleeping too. Hey, Blaze, how are you today? Good morning to you. I'm really fighting back singing my morning kindergarten song, and you guys don't want to hear that. Yeah, that's what I say. Journey, Budget Bliss Journey. I say, God is like, please put her on mute. But I do a lot of thanking too. You know what I mean? I always taught my kids in my class, prayer, when you're praying for something and you do receive a blessing, you really have to say thank you because, God likes to hear thank you too. That's good, honey. Good, Blaze. I'm here. I'm glad to hear you're okay. And Yvonne, good morning. She's jumping on the ship until I sink. I'm just kidding, Yvonne. I got the Verizon says turn off the modem and then turn it back on. And it says that it's going to take care of the problem. But I think a lot of the freezing up and stuff has to do with the YouTube because I see a lot of people. Last night, my friend Edna was skipping toward the end and I couldn't hear what she was saying. So I just texted her on her regular phone. And see, yes, we have to. Yes, we have to. A lot of people did not wake up yet. Yvonne, we had a real bad storm here last night. Yeah. Hi, Hamid. Ugh, I cannot talk this morning. Good morning. How are you? Thanks for coming back. Dean says, hope you're okay, Yvonne. I was thinking of you. Yeah, Yvonne, I hope your property didn't get damaged or anything. Yeah. Oh, look who it is. Heather. Good morning, honey. How are you? Wow, the whole gang's here now. LaShonda, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you, LaShonda? You love the birds. Thank you. They're quite, that's one of those things like I was saying before. Like, I lived here so long, sometimes I don't even hear the birds. But when you guys call attention to it, then I hear them. It's like when you drive somewhere day after day and you don't notice a lot of things, and then other people say, "Oh, look at that." So, um, Nana, Yvonne, who's Nana 5, says, "Thanks, Dean. I'm good." Budget Bliss Journey says, "Hello, Mike." Lashonda says, "Good morning." I'm glad you're good, Lashonda. I missed you. Sean says, "Anchor." I think he means that. I think he thinks that means teacher. I'm going to get off to work. I'm working in China Customs. I hope you have a good time on Tuesday. Nice to meet you. Although my English is not good, I can probably understand a little. Well, thank you for stopping by, Sean. I appreciate you and have a great day. Kelly's here. My number one girl is always here first thing in the morning. She's probably getting ready to go to yoga. LaShonda, I miss you too. Oh, thank you, honey. I always think about you guys, the ones who come on here all the time, and where are you at? Or if I have your phone number, I text people like Heather, where are you at? And Kelly too. Kelly, I'm going to make it to the post office today, I think, because they closed early on Saturday at 1 o'clock, so I didn't get to drop your stuff off. So should take about 2 days snail mail to get it. Sean says, well, cool. Nice to meet you, teacher. Nice to meet you too, Sean. You have a wonderful day. So, all right, guys, let me see here. Where's my book at? I just had it. Ugh. My glasses are fogging up. I hope the camera's not fogging up. Okay, I have the wrong page. Let me pick a page here. See what we want to talk about today. Teacher, I wish you a happy day too today. Thank you, Sean. All right, here we go. Oh my, listen, look at this. I swear I do not plan these things. Thank you, Javon. It says, as you listen to birds calling to one another, hear also my love call to you. Remember, I just pick a page, guys. This is eerie. Okay, as you listen to birds calling to one another, hear also my love call to you. I speak to you continually through sights, sounds, thoughts, impressions, and scriptures. There is no limit to the variety of ways I can communicate with you. Your part is to be attentive to my messages in whatever form they come. When you set out to find me in every day, you discover that the world is vibrantly alive with my presence. You can find me not only in beauty and bird calls, but also in tragedy and faces filled with grief. I can take the deepest sorrow and weave it into a pattern for good. Search for me and my messages as you go through this day. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with your whole being. Wow. But just like, seeking you, you will seek me and find me when you seek me with your whole being. I have goosebumps with that one. I just that is I don't know about you. I just have goosebumps. Ah, it says, relax and let me lead you through this day. I have everything under control, my control. You tend to peer anxiously into the day that is before you, trying to figure out what to do and when. Meanwhile, the phone or the doorbell rings and you have to reshuffle your plans. All that planning ties you up in knots and distracts you from me. Attentiveness to me is not only for your quiet time, but for all your time. As you look to me, I show you what to do now and next. Vast quantities of time and energy are wasted in obsession over planning. When you let me direct your steps, you are set free to enjoy me and to find what I have prepared for you this day. Wow. That is, I'm just thinking here, I'm still got the goosebumps from reading, you will seek me and find me when you seek me with your whole being. We were just talking about that. We are just talking about the birds too. I have my book here. I have several books, and I just, pretty much stick my finger in there and see what, just like having the Bible and picking a page of what, what's God want me to know today. Is my way of thinking. But that is just, and the part that says, the part here, I don't know about for you, but it says, relax and let me lead you through this day. I have everything under control. My control, period. My control, not my control, his control. And I have a lot of trouble with that. I have a trouble. I trust God. Yes, I do with all my heart. But then there's some times where things are just, teetering on the edge. And it's like, what do I do? What do I do? And then you let go of God's hand. That's what I do. I let go of his hand and I'm trying to fix it myself because here I am, and I'm not relying on him like I should. And I got to grab his hand again and just let him guide me through the trials and tribulations of life. That's pretty deep stuff, but that's what I got to learn to do, you know. I'm always trying to be in control of my life. Sean says, I downloaded it first and subscribed it first. It's very happy to communicate with teacher. Bye. Okay, Sean. See you, honey. Have a great day at work. Thank you. That is like I'm do you ever have, like, I've said this before, but uh I don't know, but like, when the priest or the pastor talks after the gospel reading or whatever, it's called a homily in the Catholic Church, and my husband and I will look at each other like, what? Like, when he's talking about something, it wasn't always, but most times it was about something that was going on in our lives, something that we were dealing with or we were happy about or trying to figure out. And because God's there in our happy times and the not so happy times. And I'm just like, this here is just like that. Like, um, I don't know. I just have to really maybe revamp that, reread that, and do some really heavy meditation on that one. So I don't know about you, but that really it got me there. So I'm gonna have to probably I'll just listen to it, my live again, and at that reading part. I'm just, oh, it's kind of rare that I am stumbling on my words because I'm usually talking nonstop, as my husband can attest to. um, and I'm always questioning things, always asking questions, and I guess that's the teacher in me. But I love to learn about people, and sometimes I tell too much of my life as an open book. But I love to share and talk to people. But yeah, God's like, Sal, you need to hold on to my hand and stop letting go. And that is the God's truth. God in heaven. Whew. Anybody else have anything to say? While I gather my thoughts here. Goodness gracious. Praise God. I'll tell you. Amen. I'm just taking a swig of my coffee my husband made this morning. Hello, Blaze. How are you? Were you here earlier? Maybe not. Maybe somebody else. What are your plans today, Blaze? Did you happen to hear my reading this morning about focusing on God, and we need to relax and let Him take the lead? And I have, whew, I'm constantly letting go of His hand, man, and whew, I gotta stop doing that, man. Let's see. Heather says, I'm so glad you tell us about your life. That's how we get to know you. Thanks, Heather. Thank you. Sometimes I tell too much, though, Heather. I'm so much an open book. Um, yeah, because I don't care. I don't have nothing to hide about anything. So I just, someone doesn't want to hear me talk when I'm out and about, I just move on to the next person. Yep, God takes care of you. I know, Heather. She loves hearing me talk about things, but I love you too, Heather. And thanks for hitting the like button, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Wow. I'm so glad you're here with me today, um, because I have somebody to respond to what I'm saying, and also, that I get to spread a little bit of God's word today, and the views, so the way that I'm making it, what's coming across to me, and I can explain that to you because sometimes people uh, don't understand things that are being told to them, through they weren't raised with religion in their lives. Um, I found a lot of that whenever I worked in a public school for a year and a half. And I just thought, wow, they didn't know who God or Jesus was. So, Yvonne says, it seems like I hear the birds even more now. I know. Isn't that's like when you guys tell me, look at this bird. I'm like, well, oh, yeah, the birds are kind of loud, I don't, you just get so used to stuff. But I'll tell you what, when we lived in our other house here, before we moved to Idaho for a while, there was a bird family that lived right outside my bedroom window. Good morning, Peter. And I tell you what, that's when I used to get sleep. And those birds would not be quiet. They started at 5 in the morning. And, when you're on summer break, it's like, I get up early, but, you know, uh, I guess it was shortly before, well, it was right before Matthew moved to Texas. I started waking up at 3 a.m. And I thought my mom said, my mom always woke up at 3 a.m. And I said, Mom, I keep waking up at 3 a.m. She goes, yeah. She says, yeah, I do. I said, well, how come we wake up at 3 a.m.? It's always 3 a.m. And she said, well, that's when God wants to talk to you. That's where it's quiet. Nobody is there to distract you, and you can actually listen to God. And I said, whoa, Mom, that's true. So about a year ago, Matthew, my son, we were talking. He says, Mom, now I have it. And I said, what, honey? He goes, I'm waking up at 3 a.m. I said, I'm so sorry, but take advantage of it, right? So Kelly says, hi, Peter. And Peter says, hi, Kelly. How are you today? Um, so, yeah, that's the witching hour, Sally, 3 a.m. Um, Kelly, were you on a live yesterday? Wait, was that you? I get all my people mixed up. I saw somebody on a live yesterday. I'm like, oh, they didn't even tell me they were going to be on a live. Were you on the live, Kelly, with Riva? Was that you? Wait, am I thinking of? I don't know. Hey, Peter, how about that live with Riva? That and Karen. That was awesome, huh? Wow. Got a bit of shopping to do today. Been advised to go gluten free, but I have not got a clue. Yeah, Google it. You know, Kelly was on the live with. Yes, I knew. I meant to say something to you, Kelly, and it just I have like I said, everything is my file system I used to have when I was younger that I could remember stuff is it's just a bunch of papers thrown into the file. It's just not even in the separate folders. It's sort of like our file system the way my husband has it. He's trying to organize it, but it's a big hot mess. A box with a bunch of papers. That was the most amazing live too. I know. I'm telling you, Riva's already. She's got it. I've always said that since I followed her way before I met any of you. And then Karen, I can't believe she's not in the tens of thousands of followers because YouTube over 40. Gotta check her out. She's like, whew, she's on fire, and she talks in layman's terms. She don't like talk above me like I'm stupid because I don't know stuff about technology. So, but yeah, those readings today, guys. Whoa, I am. I'm gonna re-listen to this and everything. Once Riva and Kelly start that community together, I'm so going all in on that. Oh, once Riva and Karen. Yeah, really. Yeah, telling you. I'm sorry, Kelly. I forgot to mention that to you, honey. I did see you on there. I'm like, oh, there's my friend up there. And you didn't even advertise. At least I didn't see anything. I know Tracy's having something on Wednesday with, darn it, who was it? Wasn't, who was she having, who's Tracy having her live with? I can't remember. Oh, I got to start taking notes because last night I was on a live with my friend Edna and What's Up Today with Edna. Bringing both the communities together and helping everyone grow together is going to be amazing. And I like the fact that even Gen X girl, thank you, Kelly. Boy, Kelly needs to be my personal assistant. She helps me with everything, and I don't even ask her. She's got it all together. I'm sure, Kelly, that you are one amazing teacher. I mean, jeez, I hope you're the lead teacher because you got it together, girlfriend. Um, but yeah, because the thing with Riva too, she's always been down to earth, and even though she's climbing up to the top and everything, she's all about community, and that's what I'm about. That's why I started my channel. That's why I don't look at analytics. You know, do I want to someday? Would it be nice to be monetized and have money and make an income? Yes, but that's not what I'm here for because I was very lonely and I needed somebody to talk to. So I started this channel and now I have friends that I can talk to all over the world. That's the amazing thing, all over the world, and a lot of my friends on here, I would I would give so much more than the people I have in my real life because I truly care about you guys. So, Peter says Gen X is the greatest generation of people. Music, movies, everything. People today have Sia and Queen, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses. Yes, yes. That's what Peter, my husband loves to do 80s trivia. Um, and got a pretty good amount of people there. Uh, so um but he loves to do trivia, and I tell you what, to be honest, I just do it to do it with him because I like to spend time with my husband. I love to spend time with my husband. I don't know anything about trivia. My husband and my older son Daryl, they're both Daryl and Daryl, no Larry. But if you get that joke, then you know what I'm talking about. um, but they can tell you actors' names in the movies. Um, they're amazing. They have all their little files ready in their head with different movies and stuff. Um, and Peter says, I like watching today's generation watching videos of ACDC Thunderstruck live, and you can see their brains melting. Yeah, things are pretty amazing. My very first concert, it wasn't as ACDC, but I went to my Journey concert was my very first concert, and guess who was opening? Brian Adams was opening for that. Hi, Innocent. Hello, good morning. How are you today? Thank you for the hearts and thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate you. Yes, my very first concert was Brian Adams opening for uh, Journey. I love Steve Perry. I can listen to his voice all day and all night. But then I met my husband, and he introduced me to Kiss, which is a little bit okay, a lot more. Uh, it's different than Journey, but then I really liked Kiss, and I love their solo albums. Peter says, if somebody said, "Show me one thing that defined Gen X," I would say Live Aid, Wembley Stadium. Yes, yes, yes. Heather says, I'm getting Brian Adams' record in the mail today. Which one? Let me see what it says. I can't see underneath that. The Reckless album. Okay. I'm trying to remember what's on there. I love his first couple albums. The thing, like some of the like I used to love like um my husband my no my son Matthew introduced me to Pink, and he's like, "Mom, you gotta listen to this," and it was "Dear Mr. President" song. And it was more like in this, it's like in a story form kind of, and so um then he showed me some more and more music. That's the thing. My son and my other son, mostly Matthew, he makes me these mixed CDs of music that he likes and introduces me to other genres, because I love classical music, and so do my kids. My kids they listen to classical, they listen to, the one thing as, a little bit, I never judge their music and their choice in music, but some of the stuff that my older son was listening to, and I wanted to give him the freedom to, because he was a teenager, uh, that corn and some of the others, that I think it's called corn with the R backwards. I don't understand that. Oh, was he? Was Gene Simmons was a teacher before Kiss? I didn't know that. I used to follow his Family Jewels show, and oh, okay. Yes. Have you ever seen um Daryl says our son Maddie introduced him to Disturbed. I don't know what's Disturbed, Daryl. I don't know what that is. Besides, whenever you tell me I can't do something, I get disturbed. Oh my goodness. Um, going to yoga now. Bye everyone. Okay, Kelly. Hey, we went on a little road trip. There's a distillery. Am I saying that right? Where they make like vodka and things like that. Not vodka, whiskey. And there's this whiskey that we like to have every once in a while. It's they make it there. So we took a road trip. It was about an hour away. So Peter says Disturbed did an amazing rendition of Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. Hi, Teddy. It says, ooh, Kelly is hereby. No, Kelly left, Teddy. Why don't you like Kelly? Shannon. Daryl says Shannon. He must be talking to Peter. So we went out there, and Daryl and I don't know if you've seen some of our shorts. We like to do. Daryl loves to do karaoke, which I've had 5-year-olds tell me that my voice is just singing voice is horrible. So anyway, so we were trying to think of uh he wanted to write a song for like the theme song for my channel, and we were just goofing around, and we had such a good time doing that though. We were trying to figure out what music for the background and things like that, because we're he wanted me to do well, I wanted to do a 300 sub video, and like I did with my 120th sub, where I had all the balloons and I was being attacked by balloons, and it was my husband was laughing, which I told you the greatest sound that I can hear is my husband laughing. I love his laughter. And so we were trying to make this song. We just had the nicest time on that little road trip, and I like to do that. I like to do little road trips, but it's so expensive to do road trips anymore. So because of the price of fuel. So, but I have to take a road trip to Ohio pretty soon. I'm not sure when, but I do have to take a little trip there. And I was thinking of taking another road trip to possibly Florida and to see my best friend, to see Mary from Mary's Gig Work. I told her that I wanted to um, do a dash with her. And hi, Otto. Thank you. Um, do a dash with her. She does DoorDash. I wanted to spend a day with her doing that, and I wanted to meet her, and I wanted to go down and meet my friend Edna down in Jacksonville, but I didn't realize that Jacksonville was so far away from St. Pete. I know Clearwater is not that far from St. Pete, but I guess Jacksonville is that far away. I'm not real familiar where everything is there, but the only problem is, with my sleep deprivation, I don't know if I could actually drive that far on my own. So I was gonna ask Heather, but I don't know if Heather's allowed to go to. She has animals to take care of and stuff. So I'm asking you now, Heather. But that would be fun if I could have a friend go with me. But but Heather doesn't really drive much either. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But it's fun to go on road trips, especially with people you like, or if you take music with you and you just jam the whole time. Or sometimes it's even fun if you have somewhere far to go and you talk on the phone. Like when I was moving to Idaho, I spoke with my son most of the way, and it made time fly by. Well, Idaho was a 4-day trip, but anyway. Is everybody doing okay? You have any plans for today? Let you guys get a word in here somewhere. Dean, what are you doing today? Anything exciting? I hear you. I see you back there in the back of the class, Dean, hiding down on Mrs. Davis. Call on you. Mrs. D's calling on you there, Dean. What you doing today? Otto, what are you doing today? Anything exciting? Peter already said that he's going to do some shopping. Yeah, you got me playing in the background. But what are you doing the rest of the day? You're going to be working, right? I'll have to put you in the background of my day. I have to go to the post office. I got to mail something to Kelly and my son and some other people. I'm trying to get some bracelets put together for where I went to get my iron infusion is also the Cancer Institute. Um, I wanted to make some bracelets for them with happy faces. So I'm going to drop those off. But I didn't get too many made because my fingers were really swollen. All right. Peter says, yeah, I'm going to head out now, Sally. You have a great day. I will catch you later. All right. I'll see you when I see you. And thank you so much, Peter. I love you. Be safe out there. Thanks for the start of the morning, Sally. You know I'm working. I know you. You're like Ray. He works all the time, all the time. And same thing with Mary. I don't even think she has any downtime. Got to get my screen time in. Road to 4K watch hours. All right. Well, I'll be there to help you, sweetie. Dean, I'm there for you. I'm a loyal friend, and I will be there for you. So I just wish my notifications would work. A lot of times people don't, they're on, and then I'm like, what? And Paula changed her time yesterday, and I didn't get a notification. She was supposed to be at 7 and she changed it to 6. She's trying to find that happy hour. Uh, Mrs. Paula does retirement is her channel. She's trying to find where there's not a lot of trolls. So I don't know. I think it's all in how you respond to them. That's, so I don't know. But that's what I say. If you don't cause a big heat about it, just like when someone's getting on your nerves and you just ignore them and then they just leave you alone. I can explain why the notifications don't work for channels. There he is. There he is. I just got done saying you're a workaholic. Oh, there's my friend, Dashing Womble. I'm so glad you're here. Do you know Dean? I'm sure you guys know each other. and Mrs. Ray. Yeah, Wendy. I haven't got any of your lives lately, Ray. And I miss you, kiddo. I love listening to your accent. There's Terry C, too, my friend who turned 60 the same time as me. Good morning, Terry. How are you? You hanging in there? See that? All the gang's here. We got all of you here. Look at this. Yeah, I love the dashing community. I just love it. I've never been so welcomed in my life. Thank you. I love all the communities I belong to. So Terry, how's the new decade going? Being 60, I don't feel any different. Maybe a few more aches and pains. I think my husband feels it a lot more than I do, but he works hard to support us. So Wendy left a little go. Oh, okay. I'll keep her in my prayers. Is she doing okay though? The dialysis helping at all? Well, Terry, I'm never going to forget you that your birthdays are around the same time as mine, and we both, turned 60, and that means we were born the same time. So, you know, you'll just stay there in my head. But hearts, Sally. Okay. Dean, I will be catching you over on your channel, I'm sure. Yep. Love you guys, all you guys. Just so wonderful to see you all together. Aw. Yep, Terry. Special place in my heart. But Ray, I'm older than you. No, I don't think so. You're younger than me, Ray. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm telling you guys, I don't know if any of you heard my other live, but I said I'm going to do another 5K race. I know I'm all decrepit. I'm working on it with God's help. I'm telling you, I'm going to do that DDP yoga with Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler. Oh, wow, you're 62. Wow, 2 years older than me. You get around better than I do. Ugh. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to be just like that Arthur, that video of that guy who was a paratrooper and he could hardly walk. I'm going to do it. I know I am. I know I am. With the help of God. I got to hang tight on his hand. Oh, man. It's just something I got to prove to myself. I don't have much support in my rural world, real life friends. They're just like, so look at you. You're not going to be able to do another 5K. But I said, yeah, look at me. I'm going to do it. I'm working on it. I didn't get to the gym this morning, but I'm working on it. So, and then somebody, at Marketplace, I got this really nice elliptical for free with that setup. And Daryl bought me a treadmill for my birthday, and I've been using that. I have to get used to that because it's a smaller treadmill. It's not like it's more narrow, so you have to be careful you don't fall. I don't know how those people they have those walking pads. People have now, and they don't have anywhere to hold on. How the heck do they do that? Because my balance is not that good. I would be falling off of that. I think Meaty Mama got one, and she had to put some chairs and stuff around her to hold on to that because um, she didn't realize that she would need. I think you can buy a bar for it though to hold on to, but that's more money out the door. So yeah, it's nothing's like going outside with the challenge that I'm doing. If anybody's interested in doing that challenge with us, it's project Project Me, and it's called healthier lifestyle, happier me, and it's not like a diet. It's just recognizing what you're putting into your body and portion size and things like that. Getting 10 minutes of sunlight in the morning to start your day, or, just going outside and maybe drinking your coffee outside. 30 minutes of exercise a day could be 15 in the morning and 15 in the afternoon, or 30 minutes altogether. Just working your way up. Nothing to overwhelm yourself, so you'll keep doing it. And then when you start doing that exercise, then you start thinking about eating more healthier. So Heather says, I'm going to take a walk this morning before the heat advisory starts again. That's awesome. I saw a lot of people on our challenge. I don't have any men in there yet. Daryl says he's joining, but I don't have any men. I have all women. But we check in once a week. Like today's our check in, and we're doing it until Labor Day to see how we do. Um, just weigh yourself once a week. You don't have to. You could do it once a month, whatever is. But I don't want them to weigh themselves every day. Um, Drinking the water. Water is key. Eight ounce glasses of water at least. Um, it's going to be up to 115. Oh, I don't think we're that hot here. Ugh. When I lived in Idaho, it got to be over 100 there too. But they didn't have they usually had some kind of breeze, but they didn't have the humidity like we do here in Pennsylvania. This humidity, even if it's like 70 degrees out and 98% humidity, it's horrible. You can't breathe that air. It's just toxic. It's horrible. So I'm going to nap. you know, um, the one day I got caught in the rain. I went to Walmart. I was loading the stuff in the car, so I had to stop. I was gonna get Daryl some beer on Friday, and I went in the walk-in cooler, and I was frozen to the bone because I couldn't find his normal beer, and I was like, "Blah, blah, blah, blah," you know. But when I was getting rained on, I was telling Daryl it was a warm rain. It was. I didn't mind. People are looking at me like walking in. I didn't care. It was. It felt kind of good. Plus, I was all hot and sweaty anyway. Kind of rinsed off everything. And I always keep these little towels in my car, so I had something to dry my glasses and everything. So it's all good. It's all in how you have it. All in the perspective. I can curse the rain for getting me wet, or I can just get wet and laugh at myself and make my hair all spiky, trying to fix it. And yeah, yeah, I'm telling you, just turning 60, Terry, I just have a good old time now. People don't care what you're wearing because they look at an old person, or if you're acting goofy. If I hear a good song and I'm tapping my foot and stuff in the store, they're oh, that old lady lost it. The rain doesn't bother me at all. I got used to being in the rain as it rained a lot back home. Yeah, he's from England. I did. I would dance in the rain. Yes, I would. I used to take my kids out and we would run in the rain. This one time it rained so much. It had my pool filter half all the way up to the top of the filter just from on the ground. It was like a flood, and it was rolling down my yard from my neighbor's yard that was higher than my yard down into my yard, down in the next yard. It was a big old flood. So Daryl says some people act like if they get rained on, they will melt. Yeah, that's all the witches. Yeah, I've always been goofy too, Terry, but uh, that's why I taught kindergarten. That's why I love kindergarten. My kiddos did not judge me. And Ray says, I believe you, Terry. I only melt because I'm so sweet. Aww. Yeah, that is funny. I was trying to put that protein, powdered protein in my coffee because I'm supposed to get 100 milligrams of protein per my doctor. And my microphone's dying. Okay, let me put the other one on. I think this thing turned off. Can you hear me now, Daryl? I think the main thing for the microphone is going dead. I don't even have it on now. I guess you have to charge it every day. I'm going to have to not use the microphone, guys, because it is... I guess it doesn't keep... We were using it last night. Can you hear me now, Daryl? Is that perfect, Daryl? Or are you talking about me? You're saying that's me that was perfect. Or the sound is perfect. I'm teasing, guys. Can you hear me okay, Daryl? Oh. That's right, it's you. So I guess you can hear me. Okay. Now what was I gonna say? Darn it. Yeah, I don't think we were using these microphones last night. We started making it's my fault. It is my fault. Hey Colleen, how are you? I was using the microphones and I didn't recharge them last night because I just got this microphone. I didn't know you had to recharge it all the time. So we were trying to do two different recipes yesterday. We were going to make this spaghetti salad, right? So we started the video and we did the beginning part and everything, and we were going to get back to it, or was it? And we were starting to put the spaghetti salad together, and then I realized we had it almost all done, and I go, oh, I didn't turn the camera on. Daryl's like, you're kidding, because I'm always joking around. We did that whole thing, like half hour of, we thought, taping it and doing this awesome recipe, right? And I didn't turn it on. So yeah. Yeah, it's clearing up. Yeah, I told you guys I was gonna clear up. Uh but Daryl's like, you're kidding me. And I said, nope, I did not turn the camera on. And I could have swore I did. Well, anyway, we're going to finish our other recipe. We were doing two recipes at once, so we're going to finish that one today. And we're putting that on our cooking channel, which is, Sally and Dee's Reality is our cooking show. I think we only have like 7 subscribers. We have some really good recipes on there. Daryl makes these awesome pork chops that are spicy pork chops. Oh my goodness. They are so good, but if you have ulcers, don't take them. They have so much flavor. And I believe we got it through... I'm trying to kill this mosquito. It's trying to get me. I think we got it through the South Beach Diet book, I believe, back in the day. And it has this rub you make out of all these different spices. It is so awesome. Um, um, the salad was great. Oh, how did it turn out? It was all right. I just felt really bad that we did all that taping. Oh, I know. I never did that before, not turn on the camera. I was more worried about turning these microphones on because it was the first time that we used microphones in a video. There's just too much to remember, Ray. I don't have enough memory to remember all these things. So, Colleen, how's things going over there in your world, over there in Washington? Oh no, no spicy. Womble is getting close to spicy a while. Okay, yeah. I have ulcers too. I can't eat them anymore, Ray. But I'm just telling you, they're made of all the spices you have on your spice rack. All it's on that channel. It's on Sally and A&D, D's, DS
Reality. That's our cooking channel. I know it's not a hot spicy. But Daryl, if he has stomach problems, he doesn't want to eat the hotness. They're awesome, especially if you get the thicker pork chops. They're so good. But the kids even like them with some mashed potatoes and a beer. Sounds good to me. Um, what else do we have on there? I think on my channel here, but we're gonna put it on that channel. We're gonna make if you have a cake mix and a can of diet soda, 12-ounce can of diet soda. It has to be diet, and just mix the two together. No eggs, oil, and just follow the baking temperature and instructions, and you will have a very nice moist cake. I'm doing that video today with Daryl. I have it on my channel, but I put it together and I was so anxious to cut the thing, and I put the all the Cool Whipping on there, and it was still hot. So when I cut it, it was just falling apart. And that darn mosquito got me right on the elbow. Dang darn it. So, but today we let it cool, and we're gonna put it together. Ray says, "Did you see what I looked like in the video I did last week of me biting into something spicy at the India restaurant?" Wendy is still laughing about it. No, I didn't. I didn't see that one. I'm making heart healthy choices, chocolate chip cookies today. Yeah, Heather's husband Mike had a heart attack, and they're trying to eat healthy, but they're in my challenge too. Well, at least Heather is. So we don't have any men. So if any men want to email me, I will send you all the information. Not a doctor or anything. It's just all healthy choices. Um, um, and if anybody else wants to join it, we're just casual. And then Kelly, teacher Kelly Tag. Wait, I got that right. Please tell me I got that right. She, she's been such a great help to me. She went and made us a Facebook page where we can talk more privately than on, on YouTube, and that's awesome. And then I have an email for them to write to me. Um, and we're just everybody's so supportive of one another. And I got people like Kathleen's. Welcome to Kathleen's place. Kathleen's place. Anyway, Kathleen's been walking and everything. I see so many people. Tracy started doing her videos, walking. Tracy, life in the Wild West. Life in the Wild West, but Wild is WYLDE. She's awesome. You guys have to check her out. Um, she's doing morning videos. She didn't want to do them with her camera, walking and talking, but she did, and I'm so proud of her. And she's got a lot of following from that too. Yeah, what did Daryl say here? Let's see. Indian food can start a fire. Yes, Daryl works for some Indian people. Um, it can indeed, Daryl. It comes out. Wait. Oh, Daryl. Again with the bodily functions. Okay. Um, whew. But hey, I'm gonna let you guys get on with your day. It's about 7:06, and as you can see, it is. I'm gonna turn the camera just a little tiny bit over this way. If you can see, it's starting to clear up over here. Can you see that, guys? Over here is clearing up, and then we go over here. It's a little bit darker, but it is clearing up, and that's what I thought. I thought it would clear up. So there I am. Yes, the birdies are happy. I'm happy. A brand new day. Even though a mosquito bit me on my elbow. You going back to bed, Colleen? I wish I could. I wish I could go back to bed. But I can't. Um, Very nice. Yeah, it's clearing up. So I will see Ray probably on his live. I will see Dean on his, and probably Colleen too. I just don't get notifications anymore. Yeah, me either. I don't sleep well at all for years now. I'm a walking zombie. But I don't think I have any doctor appointments. I know a nap sounds good, especially if you're with somebody you love and you can coodle, which I call cuddling coodling. So, all right, Heather, I'll talk to you later. Um, Call me if you need anything, Heather. All right, I'm gonna sign off, guys. Love you all, and I'll see you when I see you. And try to make this the best day ever. Okay, you're going. Ray says he's heading to Malcolm's live next. Okay, you're like, I see Yvonne. I don't see Yvonne in here anymore. She probably abandoned ship. Just kidding, Yvonne. All right, honey. Thank you. Thank you for the likes, and I appreciate you guys. Oh, I had such a nice visit. Thank you for coming. All the perfect people were here. Love you. Bye.